Now from DJing grandmothers to our life and info segment, where we focus on information useful for your everyday life, whether you are in Korea or watching us somewhere else in the world. Today's first topic is about something that is going to affect all of us here in Korea, because beginning this week, the South Korean government has banned large supermarkets and retailers in the country from offering disposable plastic bags. We have our Oh Soo-young with us to fill us in on what we can expect next time we go shopping.
Right.
So Soo-young, first remind us of this policy. As shoppers, what can and what can't we do?
Well, Mark, shoppers are banned from purchasing plastic bags at supermarkets like Lotte Mart, Emart and Home Plus. This not only applies to supermarkets, but also department stores, shopping malls and grocery stores that are larger than 165 square meters. You can only buy reusable bags now, or paper bags that are recyclable. So those thick, glossy ones with UV coating that I really like, those aren't allowed to be sold either.
Right, and this doesn't just affect bags you get at the till or you buy at the till. It also affects those smaller, very thin plastic bags that people use to wrap up their fruit and vegetable. And I hear that people in South Korea tend to use them rather excessively, and they're also covered under this ban as well.
Right, and I won't lie, I've been very guilty of doing that myself. I put all sorts of things in there, not just food, but, cosmetics even.
Yeah.
So presumably because of people like me, the government has banned the use of these disposable roll bags within supermarkets as well. There are exceptions, of course, when it comes to food that could easily melt or leak, such as packets of tofu, clams or ice cream, as well as loose vegetables that are covered in dirt. Pre-packed meat and fruit, veg, they're all strictly under the plastic bag ban, and you might wonder how people are reacting to this, Mark. Well, a poll released this week by Greenpeace actually shows that about 9 out of 10 members of the public do seem to agree with the ban on plastic products, not just plastic bags. But of course, translating these convictions into practice isn't exactly easy, so I got some mixed reactions on this policy.
It's so inconvenient. How are we going to carry our groceries now? It's a problem, especially for older people like me.
I try to carry a reusable bag when I can, but sometimes you're in a hurry. I think the policy is too strict.
We need the policy for the sake of the environment, our future, and our children.
Well, just watching the reaction there, it seems this plastic bag ban is going to take some getting used to for many people here in South Korea. Do you have any tips for us on what we can do next time we head to the supermarket?
Right, well, there is the very obvious option of taking a reusable bag with you. They're widely available, not just in supermarkets, but department stores and shops downtown, where they offer bags with some really nice prints and patterns, actually, so you can go wild choosing one of those.
Yeah.
But if you're anything like me, you just simply can't remember to put one in your bag or take one with you to the supermarket. So what I tend to do is buy one of those 20-litre or 30-litre trash bags at the till, so you can put all your groceries in there, take it home and actually reuse it again to take out the trash. But those are a bit costlier. They're a bit more expensive than paper bags. They're around 43 cents. So a cost-free option would be assembling one of those used boxes, normally available behind the till at a supermarket. So you can load your groceries there and just take it home.
Well, I'm just imagining you carrying your food home in a 30-litre garbage bag. It must be quite funny to see. But the whole point, of course, is to encourage the public to start reusing plastic bags if they use them at all, but preferably to get them to move away from it instead of trying to find their way around these new regulations.
Exactly, and despite the government's recent ban on plastic bags, as well as using disposable cups inside coffee shops, it's clear that the South Korean public is pretty much addicted to disposables. Look at the excessive packaging you get on foods and the plastic utensils that come with food deliveries, for instance.
The typical South Korean uses about 420 plastic bags a year, and there's nowhere for these bags to go. In Finland, the per capita average is 4 bags a year. The EU's average is around 200 bags a year, but it's moving to half that number within the next 5 years. So Korea's new policy is a positive and much-needed change.
It's quite stunning, really, that Finland, on average, only uses 4 plastic bags a year.
Really
so
impressive.
that's 100 times less than we do here in South Korea. But I think the key then is just to change the way people think about shopping now. They're no longer going to be able to rely on using plastic bags from supermarkets.
Exactly, and that's why experts say even the most basic steps are very vital ones to improving our planet and so on. So the next time you order food, for instance, you could ask them to maybe cut down on the excessive packaging and maybe ask them to leave out the plastic utensils. Taking your own mug or flask to a cafe, of course, that's also a very obvious option, but that also makes a difference. Also, looking for products made of biodegradable ingredients and recyclable packaging. That now might take some extra effort on your part, but those are vital steps towards preserving our planet. And some stores in Seoul, Mark, are now they're actually enforcing a zero plastic policy, and they sell only biodegradable products made from recycled wood, for instance. There's also been a number of upcycling stores selling everything from reusable bags, trendy clothes made from discarded materials, business cards made from milk cartons, and even children's toys repurposed from plastic bottles. And I've actually been to this place called the Seoul Upcycling Plaza in Eastern Seoul, where you can find all these products. You can also see the upcycling process as they let you watch, and it's definitely a good place to pick up a reusable shopping bag and also become more eco-conscious while checking out the various displays and exhibitions there.
Well, just looking at the video there, Soo-young, it looks like a great place to shop, or if you just want to take a look around, somewhere worth visiting as well. Soo-young, we appreciate your report today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.